Good morning. I'm Lacey Shippey on the Rural Radio Network, and it's time to take a look at our midday livestock trade with livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. And Kyle, tell me a little bit about what you see the cattle market doing today.
Well, Lacey, it's been very quiet here today as far as these live cattle go. It's traded about $1.45 to $1.50 range here in this February contract. We're up a nickel around this 230.60. The pivot point here today is going to be closing above that 230.50, 230.55 area. So as long as we can hold that, then I think we should continue to grind higher here. But it looks like somebody's kind of been sitting on these fats all day while the feeders have just been ripping. So the question is, how much more ammo do they have to throw at it here? The volume is pretty light, and it's not taking much here to move the market. So feeder cattle, we've got the January feeders up 392. The lead contract marks there with all the volume and open interest. It's up $3.40 here at 338 and a quarter. And we're sitting here towards the daily highs there. So a lot of high dollar cash feeders out there. You know, folks are thinking that getting something bought here for the end of the year for tax reasons. I'm hearing a lot of that, but haven't seen that work out well in long term, especially compared to where these deferred live cattle are. Now, on the feeder cattle side of things here, we're seeing some decent gains here in the spread. So it looks to me like the commercials in here buying, trying to get some procurement, some inventory on the board. We're seeing that, January gain on the March by about 57 cents, the March gain on the April by about 15 cents, and the April gain on the May by about 17 cents. So definitely seeing some commercial buying out there. Now, a lot of the talk here is, we saw the box beef higher here last night, and some folks are thinking that's going to continue higher, but as long as we can hold that 360 area here on a closing basis, on that choice, I think that we're going to be okay. But, some of this late rally here in the box beef probably going to be, notated for holiday procurement here. So a lot of moving parts here. I should have some cattle on feed estimates here for you folks here tomorrow.
Thank you, Kyle. That is livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted with a look at your midday livestock trade. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.
Customers prefer U.S. soy because it's sustainably produced, and the common practice of reduced tillage helps make you sustainable. That can pay off in the field with more environmental benefits and lower production costs. But as demands for sustainability continue to rise, it remains a journey of continuous improvement. And because sustainable practices help improve the value of our soybeans, it's a journey worth taking. Find out more at unitedsoybean.org. This message brought to you by your Soy Checkoff.
As the year comes to a close, it's the perfect time to reflect and plan for the future. Have you thought about your estate plan? Whether it's creating a will, setting up a trust, or ensuring your farm or ranch stays in the family, now is the time to act. At Rembolt Ludke, we specialize in estates, trusts, and probate. Our team can help you secure your legacy and provide peace of mind for your loved ones. Don't wait. Call us today or visit RemboltLawFirm.com. Rembolt Ludke, Nebraska's law firm.
Welcome back to the Rural Radio Network for a check of your markets. Wheat futures are leading the grain market down today in what traders are calling a broad risk-off day with some technical damage being done in several markets. The pressure on wheat continues to come from huge world supplies and stiff export competition. Peace talks between Russia and Ukraine are said to be making some progress, which is also pushing prices down today. Favorable South American weather is continuing to solidify expectations for a record-setting corn crop in Brazil and Argentina. And soybeans didn't see any new sales this morning, with inspections 46% lower than a year ago. March corn is down 3.5 at 436 and a quarter. May down 3.5 at 444 and a quarter. July down 3 3/4 at 450. January soybeans are down 9 3/4 at 1062. March down 9 3/4 at 1071 and a half. May down 9 3/4 at 1083 and a quarter. March Chicago wheat is down 11.5 at 509 and a quarter. May down 9 1/4 at 519 3/4. March Kansas City wheat down 3 3/4 at 550. May down 5 3/4 at 518 and a half. January soybean meal is down 110 at 302.40. And January bean oil is down $1.26 at 48.22. February live cattle are up a nickel at 230.60. April up 22 at 230.25. June up 35 at 223.77. January feeders are up 382 at 343.75. March up 317 at 338.02. April up 282 at 336.60. February lean hogs are up 72 cents at 84.57. April up 75 at 89.67. And Class 3 milk for January is unchanged at $15.76. That's a look at your markets. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.